Hello dear students, in previous video we have completed general land use categories in 1960-61 and general land use categories in 2002-2003, and in that figure we have seen that how much percent area of India is used for what different purposes. Now let us see that each and every purpose in detail. So let us turn towards our first point, first use of land, that is pasture land, permanent pasture, the land which is suitable for pasture, the land which is suitable for growing of fodder for animals. एनिमल्स के लिए जो चारा हम उगाते हैं, प्रोड्यूस करते हैं, उसके लिए जो जमीन है दैट इज परमानेंट पास्चर लैंड. बट नाउअडेज दिस परमानेंट पास्चर लैंड इज आल्सो डिक्रीजिंग इन इंडिया, where we used to produce food for animals. That permanent pasture area is also decreasing. Now one big question comes that how can we feed to our huge cattle population? We are having crores of animals in India. How can we feed them? So we do not have huge pasture land. Whatever permanent pasture land we have, that is also decreasing. Now we can think that we are having other than current fallow land. Let us see here most of the other than current fallow lands. We have already studied what is other than current fallow land, the land which remains uncultivated for 1 to 5 years. So if we think to use this current fallow land, we had discussed earlier the land which is lying both the sides of road के दोनों तरफ जो जमीन खाली पड़ी होती है, that is other than current fallow land. So if any question comes in our mind, why don't we use this other than current fallow land for pasture? So the answer is the quality of this current fallow land is very poor. This land is of poor quality, or the production cost will be very high. If we want to produce anything else there on that land, its production cost is very high. But with the help of machinery, with the help of modern farming method, we are able to convert that other than current fallow land into the net sown area, that is called NSA, net sown area, agricultural land. So we can convert fallow land into net sown area, and if we do so, then the net sown area of India will increase up to 54%. So what point we studied here, that is pasture land, that is decreasing. If pasture land is decreasing, then how can we feed our population? So we are having other than current fallow land, the land which remains uncultivated for 1 to 5 years. If we want to use that current fallow land, then we have to face two problems. Its quality is very low, or either its production cost is very high. And if we are successful to convert that current fallow land into net sown area, then net sown area means agricultural area of India will increase up to 54%. After this, the next category is net sown area, agricultural area. You are aware that Punjab, Haryana and some parts of UP, these were the first part who started green revolution. So most of the area of Punjab and Haryana is under agriculture. So how many percent area? Nearby 80% area of Punjab. 80% of the total area in Punjab and Haryana and is under agriculture, and less than 10% in Arunachal Pradesh, Mizoram, Manipur and Andaman and Nicobar. तो पंजाब और हरियाणा का 80% एरिया एग्रीकल्चर के अंडर में है, और सबसे कम एग्रीकल्चर कहां होती है? दैट इज अरुणाचल प्रदेश. ओनली 10% एरिया इज अंडर एग्रीकल्चर. मिजोरम ओनली 10%, मणिपुर ओनली 10%, अंडमान एंड निकोबार आइलैंड ओनली 10%. सो पंजाब एंड हरियाणा आर टू स्टेट्स वेयर 80% area is under agriculture. Our next point is forest area. Dear students, according to National Forest Policy 1952, it is expected that 33% area of any country should be under forest. So India's total area is 32 lakh square kilometer, 32 lakh 86,263 square kilometer. So out of that 32 lakh, nearby 10 to 11 lakh square kilometer area should be there under forest. It is expected. But due to human interference in forest, this forest area has been decreasing, and that is up to 19% in India only. It is expected to have 33%, but nowadays it is only 19%. So due to this decreasing in forest, it is creating so many problems. So what biggest problem is created due to less number of forest, due to decreasing trend of forest? That is ecological imbalance. We are trying to create ecological balance, but at the another side, trees are cutting. Most of the trees are cut by people, and that's why we people are facing the problem of ecological balance. The proportion of different gases, that is also decreasing. The essential gases, its proportion is decreasing, and those gases which are responsible for greenhouse effect, gases which are responsible to the increasing temperature of earth, gases which are responsible to create hole in ozone layer, such gases are increasing. These forests are also useful for livelihood of millions of people. But if forest is not there, then how people, those who are dependent on forest, those who are living in forest, how could they survive? So the most important second category is forest. Third one is Westland. What is Westland? Land which is not under agriculture, or land which is not suitable for agriculture, or the land which is non-agricultural land. So in India we are having huge area under this Westland. What kind of land is called Westland? Rocky land, where there are rocks, and rocks are not suitable for agriculture. Arid land, desert area, arid land of Rajasthan and Kutch of Gujarat. Desert area, we are aware that only one desert, Thar desert, that is also not suitable for agriculture. And land put to non-agricultural uses includes settlements, where there is settlement, that is also not under agriculture. So these are the different categories of wasteland. What is rocky, arid, desert, land under settlements, roads, railways, as well as industries. So this is the next category, that is wasteland. Now let us turn towards next point. When we use this land without any precautions, without any conservation methods, then it creates a problem of land degradation. What is land degradation? Quality of land is decreasing day by day. That is called land degradation. Dear students, if we use land without any safety measures, without any conservative measures, then it creates the problem of land degradation. So land degradation, quality of land is decreasing day by day. So if the quality of land is decreasing, then we need to have some conservation measures. So let us see here, 95% of our basic needs for food, shelter and clothing are obtained from land. We are obtaining 95% all resources from land, and if we are getting so many things from land, then why don't we conserve it? Nowadays, the human activities increase the pace of natural force to cause damage to land. Nowadays, our human activities are responsible for damage to the land, and due to our human activities, the speed of damage is also increased. Pace, speed, gati. Due to our human activities, speed to damage the natural resources, to damage the land, to damage the forest is increased. So only we people are responsible to the degradation of land. Now let us see the causes of land degradation here. So you need to maintain the record, you need to mention these points. First of all, 130 million hectares of degraded land is there in India. This is the number at present, 130, and I think this number has been increased also due to our human activities. So let us see here, out of this 130 million, or out of this 100%, 28% land is degraded by its forest area. 28% forest degraded, 56% water eroded area, and the rest is affected by saline and alkaline deposits. We are using more and more fertilizers and pesticides. So due to that fertilizers and pesticides also, its layer is there on the land and its deposition is there on the land. So 28% land is degraded due to forest eroded area, then 56% is degraded due to water eroded, 28 due to forest, 56 due to water, and rest remaining is due to the deposition of saline and alkaline due to some techniques, some measures, and the waste which is released from industries. These are other reasons. Some human activities are also responsible. some human activities are also responsible for land degradation. That human activities are deforestation, overgrazing, mining and quarrying. Now, other than these, there are other reasons also like mining. You are aware, after mining is completed, lot of huge holes are remain. So that huge holes are responsible for land degradation. And in India, there are some states like Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh and Orissa, where there are so many mining fields, and due to that mining, we are cutting forest. So mining as well as deforestation. So deforestation is due to mining, and due to these two factors, the quality of land has been degraded. That is land degradation. So this is mining in these states. Now next cause, these are man-made reasons. Okay. Now next cause in the states like Gujarat, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh and Maharashtra. In these states, there is a problem of overgrazing. There is a huge number of animals, and due to that animals, due to their legs, that land has been degraded. So this is another cause, overgrazing. First is mining here, and next one is overgrazing. So overgrazing is another reason. Now let us turn towards Punjab, Haryana and western part of UP. These states are well known for green revolution, and in that green revolution we are using over and modern farming methods. And in that modern farming methods, one of the method is over irrigation. So over irrigation, more than requirement, if we irrigate that field more than its requirement, that is also responsible for land degradation. It is also responsible to lose soil its fertility. Now the next point is mineral processing. When we see the grinding of limestone, जब चूना तैयार किया जाता है for cement industry, that time huge dust is released into atmosphere, and finally that dust will fall on the soil, that will mix in the soil, and the quality of soil will decrease. So our next point is mineral processing, and its great example is limestone. Now after observing or after studying so many causes of land degradation, now let us turn towards some remedial measures. Here there are some ways to stop land degradation. If any question comes, suggest some measures or mention some measures to reduce or to decrease or to stop land degradation. So these are the ways. And earlier, what are the causes for land degradation that we have earlier studied, and now what are the measures, what are the ways to stop land degradation. The first one is afforestation. We need to plant more and more trees. Then proper management of grazing land. We have seen in Maharashtra, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh and Gujarat and Chhattisgarh, there are some areas which are degraded due to grazing land. So we need to manage it. We need to change grazing land. After grazing in one area, we should send animals to another, so that previous area should get time to overcome, to regenerate its grass. So second point is management of grazing. Next is planting of shelter belts of plants. There should be huge plantation at the border of your farm. It will also stop soil or its degradation. Control on overgrazing. Again overgrazing. We should control overgrazing. We should change the area of overgrazing within a month. Next is stabilization of sand dunes by growing thorny bushes. If sand dune is moving with wind to the fertile area, so what we need to do? We need to produce any thorny bush, any small tree. We need to plant any tree so that sand dune will struck into that tree and it will not move to the next area. Now next is proper management of Westland. Westland should be managed properly. It should be used properly. Control of mining. We have already seen mining is also responsible for deforestation, and due to it land quality is decreasing. So we need to control on it. Proper discharge and disposal of industrial effluents. We are releasing lot of polluted water to the river or to particular land. That should also we should stop. Then waste, so many poisonous materials we are releasing to the river or we are releasing to particular land. That also we need to stop, or before releasing we need to treat it. Before releasing that water into river or pond, we need to purify that water and then we need to release it. Thank you.